Welcome to Michelle's Opinions.
Hey guys, welcome to the call-in show. I don't know why I'm hearing music in the background still. Hold on a second. Oh, I know why. Okay, hold on. No, that's weird. Something's doing a playback on me. Just one moment. You know what? If it wouldn't be a good show if I didn't have glitches. Let's see. Ooh, is that hurting your guys' ears? Oh my gosh. Hold the fort. What is the deal? Bear with me a second. I'm so sorry. Is it gone? Oh my gosh, that was terrible. What? Something was reverberating back. Okay. Let's see. And the other one, let me make sure I've got that one off. Okay. How's that for you guys? Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. Wow, so many buttons to click and what a mess, what a mess. Are you guys getting a feedback loop by chance? I thought it was well prepared. Hello Bob, hello Delia, Simba, Lahara, and Pretty Dark. That sounds like the inside of my head ATM at the moment. Oh, bless your heart. No, I'm not going to be shown on this screen today. This is the call-in, so where I would be is the phone number. I want to talk to you guys about a discovery that was made. I hear a little echo. Let me see what's going on with that. It's in OBS. I just have to locate it. Okay, that one's muted, so I should only have one sound source going. Make sure I've only got one sound source going. The secondary sound source will be desktop, but maybe from now I need to mute it until we actually take a call. Let's see if that helps. Very, very odd. Okay. Something that we discovered, I was talking to Double O, which most of you probably know who Double O is. And when, I'll pre-make videos for you guys, like on the Master Number series. Let me do something with my microphone too. that help? Sorry about the scratchy sounds. Yeah, it sounds better on my end. Okay. Anyways, what we found out is, like, when we check on our homepage, which I don't check my homepage very often. Um, I check my dashboard, and whenever it hits a certain amount of views, then I'll release the next one that's in the series. But what we noticed is on the homepage, actually, he noticed it, that the view count didn't match. And then so I went in and viewed and then liked one of his videos, and it didn't change his view count on his homepage. I don't know what's going on or how to fix that. But I've always just went into dashboard, where you do your creating and your editing and all that stuff, and then post it. And then once it hit a certain amount, I would go ahead and release the next one, because I don't want to overwhelm people. So I don't know if any of you guys know anything about the um, technology in that. I mean, what? I don't understand it. I mean, it was showing, like less than half of the viewership than that was showing uh, in my dashboard. So it's like, what the heck is going on with that? And like I said, he said something about you could only rewatch your videos and only count so many times. I'm like, well, I like to float in streams and stuff, and I don't have time to sit there through editing. Even now when I do the rewatch, I figured out how to do it 2 times speed, with adding the intro and everything, wanting to make sure everything's good, and then I'll check the chat and everything, make sure everything's PG-13 to be released out into the world. Um, that's about it. I don't have time, and then I put it at 2 times, and then it takes me half the time, and then I just let it go into the wild, because there's other people and content creators that I like to watch. I enjoy floating in their streams. I've got a lot going on, in the worldly realm to handle. For my granddaughter, I'm working with my son right now on handling some things with my granddaughter that's very important to me, near and dear to my heart. My mom is going in for surgery on the 31st, and I ask that all you precious people send all the healing energy her way that you can. So I'll be out of pocket from the 30th until I don't know when. She's figuring a couple days, but I'm going to play it by ear, because if an errand needs to be run or something, my dad is a wonderful caregiver for her. But I want to be there while she's in the hospital, and I want to be there for my dad. Because, talk about twin flames. One starts a sentence and the other one finishes it. I mean, they're so in sync with each other. They're a beautiful couple. So when one thing happens to one of them, the other one gets really nervous about it. So I want to be there for him, during the surgery. And of course, I want to know what's going on with her too. But as we are, trucking along, we know that we're more than what these scare tactics are. So I'm just gonna wrap her in that unconditional love and see her whole, and that this is gonna come off without a hitch. Now, this surgery that she's having, they've known about this problem for years. They didn't want to touch it. Because of the location of it. It rested on top of her lungs and actually on her heart. And they're like, well, it doesn't really affect you. Well, what it's called is a hiatal hernia, and it's kind of like in your esophagus area, lays on top of your stomach, rests on your heart. There's a lot going on there. They're going to go in laparoscopic, but if it's, they've known about it for years. But they finally have got it down to where they are comfortable with going in and doing this and getting rid of it now because it's not a good thing. So they're going to remove it. Causes like heartburn, heart palpitations. You don't digest your food properly because of the weight of this hernia is resting in a very difficult area to remove. So if they can't get it laparoscopic, they're going to have to cut her open, and there's excuse me, effects that come along with that. Oh, I guess I should turn the phones on. Now, I want to know if anybody has felt anything. I know that it's been extremely hot and I've been tired, but this has been going on for a few weeks now. Um, but I've been, watching through, like I always talk about Mr. MBB333 and that, like this Sierra dust storm that crossed an ocean and actually affected the United States. That's pretty amazing. And these, storms out of nowhere, and when the Hara was on, we're talking about the volcanoes going off, and she's got a lot of interesting information. And I want to tell all of you people that love her so much, she will be back. We're gonna get her on before I go down to my mom's after she's done doing her grid work. I think she's having an energetic overflow today because it's pulsating in her head. I think she is in the chat today, but she's gonna come back on and we're gonna have a discussion. And her and I are working on putting together something special for you. We don't know which platform we're gonna use, possibly hers. So we're working on a project that will show unity and diversity and just, show the beauty in different cultures and upbringing, and how, in all truths and in all honesty, it's the beauty in the culture. It doesn't matter. We shouldn't be fighting and dividing and conquer or whatever over this stuff. We should admire it, and we're putting together people that come from different backgrounds and we're all going to the same place. It's going to be really amazing. Hey, Transmissions Forever. Hey, Hackman. Okay, oh, she's here. Yes, yeah, I said hi to her, but I know she had mentioned something before I shut down Facebook that she was suffering a headache. And then there I go with some craziness with the squelching, and I'm so sorry. Okay. Go into Hangouts, and the ringer is on. Okay, the phone number is up on the screen. If you are outside of the continental US, go to your Google Hangouts, and instead of doing a video call, hit the phone. Make a phone call. Dial in the number, and it'll come right on through, and it's just like Hangouts. Free. Free, 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 free. If you're in the continental US, usually on nights and weekends, our cell phone calls are free. So, we've got many options. So, yeah. And let's keep it clean and sweet, and, and that's what I would really like to know if people are feeling. Like, she's feeling a huge energetic headache on her crown. I would call that on her crown. But she's doing grid work, so, she takes upon a lot of energetic work. Let's see, we got some new people. Akron, Lara, what is this? Oh, artist, sculptor. Nice. Raw sunlight. Hi, welcome. Welcome. So the phones are open. So call in, and the last call-in show was absolutely wonderful. We had Archie Casting come in and tell her story. Josie came on. There was a couple, because when we get to talking, there's the things that we have. We each hold a piece to this puzzle, and we bring them forward, and then others can glean from it and see the synchronicity within their life, and grow from it. And A lot of times, you guys, you don't have no understanding. No, that's not what I mean. No idea how much comfort you're actually bringing to somebody else by just calling in and sharing what you've got going on. Because there's a lot of people that are going through things and suffering in silence and not understanding, and sometimes the religious doctrines and stuff they've been brought up with are huge stumbling blocks, and then they feel isolated because then they're no longer accepted by that group anymore. They don't know where they fit in. Even their family members have been brought up in a certain religious doctrine which separates people instead of unites people. So, when you give your testimony, what's going on with you, they find synchronicities in that, and it brings a lot of comfort. That's true, Lara. What is most important is what you think about yourself, and it's our own beliefs that get in our way. We create, and if we've got these beliefs, if we believe that there's evil and demons and devils, we're gonna create that. So when we were doing the angel codes the other day, when we were looking up numbers and stuff, a lot of it talked about, realize that we're creating based on, our thoughts, our beliefs. We're creating that. So, you know, we need to get a renewing of our mind so we can create beauty and plenty for all in equality. It's okay for us all to be different. It's okay to have different cultures. Because it's beautiful to have different cultures. They're to be admired. Different art styles, different rituals, and different ways they go about with their connecting. Um, there's the where we come into the problem is when somebody says, "I know it all, and my way is the only way." And that's where, people get stuck and they dig their heels in and they don't give. And we need to, and it kind of goes into balance with a lot of things we've been talking about. Um, we love to give to people. Um, we are in service to others, but we forget, because we're a cheerful giver, that when somebody is offering something to us, we deny them and say, no, 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 I don't need that. Where, and this includes myself, that we need to show gratitude for the gift and allow them that feeling of being a cheerful giver. That feeling is almost addictive. To be a cheerful giver is an addictive type of euphoric feeling that you're doing something kind for somebody else. Why would we deny somebody else that same blessing of a feeling, right? Everything in balance. It's okay. It was still a good comment, so I just read it. Hi, anxiety. So who's gonna be the first call in? I was supposed to do this at 11, and Double O was gonna call in because we found that, and that was just really weird. I mean, it's just odd that it shows one amount on, when you go to your home page, and then a different amount when you're in your creator studio. Yeah, most intentions. Oh, intentions are most important. Okay, yeah, that's right. I was like, wait, most intentions are important. I was like, wait a minute, all intentions are important. But yeah, because where we put our intentions, our beliefs, we're manifesting that. We are much more than we, have ever been led to believe. We're, each of us are divine. We are all different expressions and beauty of the one. So if you trace us all the way back, we're all connected into the one. And how amazing is the one that we can all be different expressions of that one. Beautiful. Being really real. Yes, being our authentic selves, being who we are meant to be. I agree with you, Delia. Okay, come on, because somebody call in. The phones are open. I hope they're open. If you guys are getting the answering machine or sending you to a voicemail, I don't check that voicemail, so don't even bother leaving a message. That number is only for the call-in shows, and when the call-in shows aren't going on, I shut the ringer off and I don't even utilize it. Um, Unless I set up like a telephone, like if somebody really needs to talk to me and they prefer to do it on the phone that way, then we could do it on the phone that way. But that would be, you know, an appointment type of a thing. Oh, under your YouTube account, if you look at the box with all those little squares and stuff in it, scroll down and Google Hangouts will be in there. And then click on the phone, and then a little keypad will show up for you, and then just dial it in. I'd love to hear from you since you've been out and about and the work you've been doing. That would be awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Who here wants Lahara to call in? I would say Lahara. It's not Lahara. It's La. It's Laera. Laera. It's like how it sounds. I make things more difficult. Not in UK. Okay. Well, in your search engine, um, just type in what I typed in to set up with the phone number. It was Google Voice, but actually, when I come in to utilize it, I go into Google Hangouts. So, and it gives you the option of, you know, where we were talking um, through Hangouts instead of, opening up a Hangout where we're video to video, just click on the phone and then it'll give you a phone keypad. Liara. I know I try to make your name more difficult, but it's beautiful. I like the way that, you know, I try to put a little more enunciation into it. Liara, 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 Liara. Call in Liara. Well, and that's what happens, when we start looking into things, raw sunlight, is when we start looking into things and we see that there's a little truth in everything, we end up starting to fall into that belief, and what we need to do is then pull ourselves back, take in the information and what resonates, leave the rest, and don't structure a belief system around it. Try to keep yourself open-minded and open-hearted, because and actually belief systems are not necessarily a bad thing. A belief system that causes division, or my God is better than your God, I have to kill you because my God told me so. Now we got a problem, because when you look at different cultures and the beauty in the different cultures, they all have their unique ways of being connected to source, and they express it in different ways in different belief systems. And if we could just look at the beauty in it, and that's the way that they choose to express it, and not judge them, but wrap it in unconditional love and acceptance, because they aren't looking at you and judging yours. The only time they'll start judging yours is if you come in trying to force your belief system onto them. And see, that doesn't seem to work. So when you try to force somebody to believe something that is against their very grain of their being, and then you tell them, well, if you don't believe this way, you're going to go to hell, or my God's going to strike you dead, or, my God told me to kill you. These things, these things that cause mankind to go to war with one another, uh, that's not God. That's not Source. We're all connected to Source. We just got disjointed. We got fractaled out. We lost our way somehow. And we're at a time where we're finding our way back. And it's beautiful, and it's exciting to watch as many people that are going through this, reconnecting back, realizing that they have an abundance of energy and information, and able to go through prayer, meditation, whatever is your best way. If you want to light incense and play the drums, and that helps you to go into your Zen spot, hey, I would just love to sit there and watch and admire it and see it for the beauty. So, I mean, it's just a different perspective. It's just a different perspective. So, I'm sure you guys can all see that, making a belief structure where it's my way or the highway and forcing people into things is not the way to go. It's just absolutely false. Okay, Liara is getting her stuff situated out, and then she'll call. But you guys, it's the call in is for everybody. So it you can call if you got you want to share what you're going through. You got any information that you want to share. You want to talk about things going on in your life. Call it. Now I don't know about can you call through Messenger. We'll see if it rings through my Hangout. If it gives you the option to call the phone number, try it. Why not? I think Messenger would be free too. I would think. Oh, you guys don't know what that was, right? Are you talking to me, Delia? I I'm on a computer, Dell, with Windows, but I haven't had any problems with downloading my phone's an Apple, and I've made videos and downloaded them and then edited them on my computer, and there hasn't been a problem. I think Apple makes things well, at least they tried for a time to make Apple only compatible with Apple, and then they found out that that's not going to work. So I think they made them all compatible where they can work within each other to a certain degree. Now there's different apps available for different systems, but think about this: on my Apple phone, I can get Facebook, and on my computer, and my husband loves Android, he can get Facebook. So yeah. Hey Mel Bell, how are you? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, but it should just cross over. So it shouldn't matter. So, Mel Bell, have you noticed that? We just noticed this after you popped off last night. That when me and Double were on there, I went and watched one of his videos, but the view count didn't show up, and I even liked it, and that didn't even show up. But that on our homepage, like our homepage thing, which the only time I look at it is when I add a new guest in there, and I don't really look at the videos and all that. I just set all that up in the what do you call it? In the dashboard, in the uh, editing area. It just went blank. I'm having a dingy moment. Hold on. In my creator studio. That's what it is. In the creator studio. So I would go off of the view count in the creator studio. But on the actual channel, it shows like half or a little more than half of the view count that is shown in the creator studio. It's crazy. I don't know why it would do that. It's very odd situation there. So we were trying to figure that out, and I don't know, but I don't want to overwhelm people. I like to give people a chance to watch the one that I just dropped before I drop another one on them. Because I just don't want to overwhelm people. There's many content creators. I enjoy watching other people's videos too. I enjoy live streams. I enjoy floating in the streams. And I cannot. Um, okay, it's not letting you call on Messenger. Go into the area where we connected for the live show. Now I know that way we'll let you in. But why they don't match is what was messing with my mind. And his too. It was weird. It's really weird. It's just the phone number, hon. See the phone number on the screen? Let's see. I've closed up Facebook. Let me see. It's just https://hangouts.google.com. Hold on. I'll put that in the... HTTPS. Okay, // I'm slow. Okay, Google Hangout. Come. Yeah. That's right. Oh no, there's a dot in there. Hold on. https://google.hangouts.com. Yeah. It's just Google Hangouts. And you should be able to sign in through your Facebook account. Because all of the Google products are all tied in together. So if you've got one, you have access to all of them. Because where I am supposed to be, I put the phone number, the contact. You guys don't want to see me today. It is like, oh my gosh, it's 3:33, guys. You made me look up right at that right time. It's 95 degrees in here. It's hot. So I'm sweating like terrible. But I've got my Wawa. I'm drinking lots of water and staying hydrated. And after we're done here, I'm going to go take a swim because it's been so hot, I haven't even went swimming. Isn't that crazy? You pick phone instead of video chat. No, when you go into your Google Hangout, you click on the little telephone. Like it looks like a little telephone handle, and instead of the video. And then like a little dial pad will come up, a little phone pad will come up. But you have to log into your Google Hangout. You still have to log in through your YouTube. Your YouTube, you automatically will have one. And that's how I recommend people from out of the country definitely utilize that. You sent me a pic in Facebook? Yeah, I have to close Facebook, Twitter, all of that stuff. So that way my RAM can support everybody. And on top of it, have the phones accessible to you guys. if you're in the States, you can just dial the number. It should, if you're on a cell phone, most of us are, the plans are free nights and weekends. So, yeah. But I know you can call in through Google Hangouts because I've called in through Google Hangouts. Cool. Love to hear from Mel Bell, Liera, and so we've got a few brave souls gonna call. Simba can call in. Hi, D-Rat. How are you? See if I've missed anybody. Hi, anxiety. Welcome, everybody. It really will get much better. You're used to listening to me yammer on, and this show really is about you, getting to know you. We are all one big family here, and Mark is here in transmission forever. There's we just this is a part of and Pink Coffee. This is a part of us getting to know each other, and coming closer together as a nice family, not a conformity. Stay you, be authentic, be yourself. But we all show each other the unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness, and unconditional respect. It's beautiful. But that doesn't mean that you change, if you like art, if you like dancing, the way that you express yourself, um, just be the authentic you. Don't be the you that the world tried to tell you that you were all these years. Be the you that you are, the true you. Oh, you know what? Wonder if when I make sure that's set up through. Yeah. Now, say if somebody might have tried to call, um, I turned that off when I was panicking, trying to figure out what that squelching sound was. Okay, we've got somebody coming through. Hi, you're live on Michelle's Opinions. Is it Jean? Can you hear me? Oh, hung up. Okay. Hmm. Could you guys hear? Let's see, hold on. Desktop audio is on. That should work. Turn them up a little more. Maybe that will help. Okay. Try again, Jean. We should be able to get you. And if you, I'm sorry, okay, it's doing that reverberation again. Hold on. Okay, testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Okay. It's the audio mixer. Okay, desktop audio needs to be on. Settings is properties through my headphones, which is right. Okay. And it is on. So it should pipe through my my microphone. So we both should come through my microphone. So if you want to try again, that would be great. I needed to turn that back on. So if for some reason there's two that were playing when we started, and then I muted some of them. OBS is a learning curve. I know it works though. Um, I just had to get it through the mic. Okay. Hello, you're live on Michelle's Opinions.
I like cheese nipples.
I'm sorry? Okay. And our first call through was a prank caller. Nice way to start. Well, the phone line's working, obviously. Somebody likes cheese on their lips or something of that. Okay. On Facebook. Okay, I have moderators in the room to handle any issues that may be going on in the chat, and I appreciate that they do those things for me and make sure that everything goes off without a hitch. Everybody is welcome, but please let's all show respect for one another. Feels exceptionally good today. Welcome. How are you? But at least we know the phones are working. So it's just all in the matter of how you look at things. Hi, you're live on Michelle's Opinions.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. And who am I speaking with?
Rick Glenn.
Oh, okay. How are you today?
I'm doing alright, a little sick. Could be a little better.
Ooh. Did this happen since this July 19th, or have you not been feeling well for a while? Let me turn the ringer off real quick for you. Okay, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, I've been doing a lot better ever since I started bringing nigger back. Yeah, you fucking niggers don't know how to act. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I can't have that kind of language. Phone lines are back open again. Why would somebody want to come on and do something like this? It's just very odd. Don't understand it. And we'll just send them light and love, and hopefully, we always walk the walk we talk. So, I don't really like that word. Because I love all people. I see in colors, but they're more like they're aura colors, like rainbow colors, not the suit that they're wearing. Hi, you're on Michelle's Opinions.
Hey everybody, can you dig? Spencer Walsh is a two-time pig.
Okay, you guys. I think we're going to shut the phone lines down. What do you guys think? And if you want, send me a message in my email below, and I will then call you. through the messenger. We'll do it. We'll try and do it backwards. I can't believe people. Oh my gosh. Is the heat getting to him, or is this part of that, purging process that's going on from the July 19th?
Hello?
Hello, you're on Michelle's Opinions.
Nigger!
And you're off Michelle's Opinions. I don't like to be mean to people, guys. Wow. Come on, guys. Really? Let's act our age. There's no reason to be like that. If you've watched any of my videos, I love everybody. Even, when you're just wanting to cause trouble and you think it's funny. It's not. It's just making you look really silly. And really, come on, let's grow up a little bit. This is why you wouldn't call in. If you would call in, I'd turn the phones off so they wouldn't ring anymore, and then we wouldn't have to be getting all these weird calls. Because when I get a caller in, I do turn the ringer off. So then no other caller, they'll have to wait until we're done talking. So this is a really odd show. I will post it because I want, and I do have all of their phone numbers. So, I could, just let it know who called at what time so everybody will know, as I like to put the source information on where I get my information from. And that will let people know that who that person was by their phone number when they called in. Yes, I'm not amused either. And I can understand why you would not be amused. Butterscotch, you did that? Well, it's the right thing to do is to allow people to know where the source information comes from. Anything that I do on my shows, I look in the show more notes. If I'm reading something or if I found information somewhere, I always source it. So that way, that's one thing I guess people don't realize is that the software and stuff that we have, it does keep phone logs of received calls, missed calls, blah, blah, blah. And while I'm active and online utilizing it, it's very easy to get the phone numbers, from the people who have called and give you credit for what you said. So, we're to watch, our thoughts. We're to watch what we say, because you got to understand, you are creating. You're a divine being, and you are creating what is going on in your life by your thoughts, by your words, by your heart. If you're inflicting harm to anybody and willfully doing it, don't be surprised when universal justice comes for you. So, you've got to be careful and take into account that, the other people that actually, truly, unconditionally love you. And would you talk to your mother like that? Would you talk to your daughter like that? Would you talk to your father like that? Would you talk to your son like that? Would you want your son or daughter talk like that? Or talk, just think, guys. We're all equals. It's unity and diversity. We're different expressions of the one. But that's not what's been done here is a prime example. It's a good lesson of showing how uh, conflicts can start from nothing. You've crept into a box that society thinks that you belong in, and you're in that box and you're causing trouble and hurting other people. Well, come out of that box, my friend. See the world, broaden your perception. Realize that we're all in this together, and when you're looking at other people, it's a mirror reflection of yourself. So, these are just things to take into consideration. Okay. You know what? I trust your judgment calls there. There's just some words I do not. If you're trying to hurt somebody, that's not gonna fly here. If you, let me just put it this way: if you're doing something like that, even if you think it's funny, okay, but it's hurting somebody else, all you're doing is hurting yourself, because people around you are a mirror reflection of yourself. We all stem back to the one: God, Source, Creator, Gaia, whatever you call it. Even if you're an atheist, you have to see that there's things going on here. There's anomalies going on here that defy any type of religious beliefs or boxes that either, we've been categorized in, or and willingly are staying in. So, just think about that. Would you want your mother or your grandmother to talk to you like that, or your grandpa, your father, your children, your nieces, your nephews? Would you want them bullied like that or hurt in that manner? And then if you start seeing people as a mirror reflection of yourself, you're heading in the right direction. And so I'm not telling you how to run your life, but this is a show of unity, love, and compassion. And I'm sure I speak for most people that are in this group that we forgive you, and that we hope that you realize the divine being within yourself. So there's a 3-step program in here with the moderators. First time they'll remove your comment. Second time you'll be put in a timeout. Third time you won't be able to speak anymore. So and they'll give me the list, and I don't want to do that to anybody. I think everybody's voice should be heard, but it kind of gives away where you're at, in your life at this point when you're doing silly stuff like that. It reminds me of when we were like 11 or 12 and we would order the pizza to be delivered to the next door neighbor. I mean, that's the thought that crossed my mind with this kind of things going on. So yes, and we are what we're doing is engulfing them in light. So, but I did want them to understand, or I want people to understand what the moderators are here to do, and it is in perfect alignment with what I've asked for this channel, because this is a place of peace, of love, unity, and diversity. Going through these changes that we're seeing that are going on in physically, spiritually, changing in the world around us, seeing synchronistic numbers, these anomalies, gifts being stirred up, all these amazing, what we would think of miracles and impossible, are the possible and becoming the normal for us. And hopefully that ends up happening for you too. I mean, if you stick around long enough, you'll find that that's it for you. You found a home. Just don't mess up your home. We keep it clean here, and we embrace all, and it'll be up to you whether you stay or go. So nobody's forcing you to stay here. And so, just show kindness, respect for each other, show love for one another. Um. Oh, really? Okay, I'll get with you on that. You guys, I'm gonna ask you guys because it's almost been an hour. Um, you guys want me to turn the phone lines back on and see if we can get one precious person to call in? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Don't hate yourself. That's the first thing. We need to get our own house in order. And then, you know, what you'll see is as you get your own house in order, it'll reflect around you in the world. And hating yourself is, well, you know, we all go through that dark night um, when old things that no longer serve us are being removed and the truth comes rushing in. So that could be something that you're going through. Don't give up. Keep pushing through. And I had a feeling when you came in under an assumed name from South Park that you'd be a colorful individual. Now, I'm not going to ban you yet, Butterscotch. I'm going to give you a chance. I read the last one that was just blocked, and I understand where you're coming from. It's just realize that they too are forgiven and unconditionally loved. Don't put yourself in harm's way. No. You know, break contact with people that are, you know, causing or inflicting harm on you because you don't deserve that. And you will, you know, automatically you'll gravitate to people that are more suited for you. And things will brighten up and look better for you. That I promise. Yeah, I know, Amber. I know. I read the last one, and it wasn't a meant. You know, it could have been any person, and not a Rachel thing. But you know, it's just take everything with a grain of salt. He's close. He's close. We may have to just not allow him to chat for a little while. I don't know what kind of authorities that you guys have. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. So he can stay in the hidden until I have a talk with him, and he can email me, and we can talk this out and see where we can go from there if he wants to stay. You know, I don't want to be kicking or manning or you know, but you know, I have to take care of the people that are um, coming here already. It's such a loving group of people. They're so beautiful and wonderful, and I can't be putting them in harm's way by my actions. So my actions by, you know, allowing certain things to happen affects them, and I'm, you know, I can't tolerate that. Um, but you know, right now you're in hiding, so you know your text won't show up. We're gonna leave it at that status for now, and we'll see what happens over time. You know, things can change. Reach out and contact me, and we'll have a talk and see what's going on. See if we can work something out. If you want to stick around, but like I said, it's up to you. You know, I did, and okay. You want me to? You want me to turn the phones on? It's we're at 59 minutes. I'll turn the phones on just one more time, and let's see if we get somebody sweet, kind that really wants to share something that possibly could be going on since July 19th. So it is when I turn the phones back on is when I get the echo. It's because I have it piped through my microphone. You're on Michelle's opinions.
Because you don't want to eat this ass, but you want me to suck your dick.
Okay. That was our last call. And don't forget, I have all the numbers, and I will put them down, under the source information. Now, there is a way that I can set up for the first 5 seconds that they talk to just me, where you guys can't hear them. I will put that in place. Didn't think I needed to, but I will. So they'll talk to me first, and you guys will not hear them. You'll only hear me. And then if I find out they're a good call, I'll put them through. So, yeah. And you guys, thank you for champing your way through this. This was definitely, yeah, we're constantly tested, aren't we? Very, very interesting. All right. I'm going to turn that off, and I love you guys so, so very much. Thank you for enduring with it. It's going to take me a little bit to grab all those numbers to put the source information down there for you, but consider it done.